Jeez. Sorry this video's late. It was going to be yesterday, but I ended up having doctor's appointments and whatnot and busyness. Today I'm going over Brownies and Bogarts, which are two in the same, kind of, sort of. So, what are brownies? Brownies are household fae. They're usually very helpful. They will tidy your rooms and do your chores for you. They will, they protect the house. They help in gardens. They're very awesome to have around. Alright. They're like cat height, humanoids, you know, 2 legs. They look kind of like people. There's different depictions of them dependent on what we're looking at, what mythology we're looking at. They are originally Scottish, I believe. They are extremely strict, easily annoyed or angered, but each ultimately has its own personality. So, their kind of behaviors are they like cream and honey, they will steal items, they will return things that you lose. When they steal things, it's usually just random, shiny, or glow-in-the-dark, or just random things. They often build nests. I have a nest right here that I helped with. It's just random things that I've been given and collected, and that is what I keep on my altar for my fae. That is my fae nest. They like cluttered places, cluttered dark places, so attics, basements. They will even be inside your walls. They will steal things and just bury them in the walls, and you will never find what they've stolen until you tear down your house. They can be annoying. Brownies, even though they're not really mischievous, but they're usually helpful. When they are angered, they can become Bogarts, and Bogarts are malicious. Not harmful, just, that's when you usually will see things like milk will be spoiled before it goes bad, before its date of expired. You know, things like that. They will mess up rooms, untidy things in its place. They're not very nice, but they're not evil. Things that make them angry are things like when you give them a nickname that is not of their choosing. Typically, you don't give them a nickname. You can ask for their name, and you can meditate, and they may give you one that is up to their choosing. But if you give them a nickname they don't like, they're either going to leave or they're going to ruin your house. If the agreement you have with the brownie, so whenever, you invite fae into your house, you get to know the fae, you, set up kind of a contract, I won't do this and you don't do this. If you break that agreement, things don't usually go well for you. The fae can either leave, taking all your wealth with them is a common thought that happened. When fae leave, you become broke. That's not good. But there's also they can stick around and just ruin your house. If they're not given fresh cream or cake, or the 4 spice of your meal. So in the Central America Bogart, you actually you break off the first part of your food and you throw it over your shoulder for them. I do this, but instead of throwing it over my shoulder, because that makes a mess and I just don't want to clean it up, I actually I'll make my food, I'll place it on the table, I will leave it unattended so that if anyone wants to eat first, they can. That's not an invitation to anyone in the household that's a human.
Oh, come on.
No,
well, please, just
for the fae.
You see how she treats me?
So I leave it unattended, and I intend for them to get it. But you don't offer it directly. When you offer food directly to them, when you say, here, Puddlefoot, because I think I told you guys that myth already. Here, Puddlefoot, I made you cake. And then you walk away. That's just going to make him mad. They don't like to be given rewards for what they do. They just do what they do. But if you say, hey, I made this, do you want some? Or, like, hi, I made this, go ahead, I'm going to walk away. If you want it, have it. If not, leave it there. Just kind of a general, whoever wants it can have a bite. Then they'll likely accept that more. So when calling a Bogart or a Brownie into your home, try not to get a Bogart. Try to keep your Brownie a Brownie. Just make it happy. Honey and cream cake is very good, or cream and honey cake is actually what that was supposed to say. When inviting him, I actually invited mine a long time ago. I set up a ceremony to expel negativity in my house. It was a full house cleansing, but while I was cleansing the house, I invoked Bast, or goddess of protection of your choosing. I used Bast. And I asked her to keep this house protected. Send me something to help. So the goddess rules over the lower world. Fae are from the lower world. They live there. So she has jurisdiction over Fae. So she sent me a brownie, and that was how I met mine. But, I mean, you can do that. You could also just, meditate, get to know things, and collect random shiny things, because they like shiny things. There's a lot of different ways to get these guys in your house. They like gardening, they like housework. So if you're someone that does a lot of housework and a lot of gardening, you probably already have them. They used to be the explanation for rats. So a lot of the time when people had rats, they're like, oh, it's the brownies. Not always true, but, it's not always going to be brownies. You may have rats, but...
Check.
Check, because they are almost identical. They both nest in the walls, and they both make scratching noises. They both steal shiny things. Alright, if you guys have any questions, shoot me a message. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, next time I'm probably going to go over, I'm going to start going over the elementals. Sulfur probably next, the air elemental. So look forward to that. Alright.